So today we're at Tanamara. We're teaching people how we walk with fire. That you must take your time when walking with fire. Do it in a slow manner. We had many community members that came along to the event, and it was just about passing on knowledge, how our old people looked after country and how we can incorporate cultural knowledge into modern practices, a continuation basically of that knowledge to pass on to people so that they can look after country as well, so that the wider community can actually help maintain cultural systems on country. So for us, when we apply fire to country, we use the balga, which is the grass tree, and we use the dry fronds from underneath. The men use the dry fronds and they apply the fire to country, ensuring that it's nice and cool and it's slow and that it creeps across the landscape. Our women actually come behind and they use warang or peppermint branches to suppress any of the flames that might have started to lift up onto bruna, up onto the trees. We burn during Jeran, during that April-May time, because we see a change, and we see that during the mornings we start to get like a dewy presence. As we light our fires, we produce smoke from that fires, and they say that as that fire creates that smoke, it actually creates like a smoky water, and for our plants and the seeds, they actually need smoky water to be able to germinate. We also put the fire up on country because we know that when we burn and we put charcoal onto the country, that fire and that charcoal process actually creates nutrients for our poor nutrient soils that we've got in Australia. So those poor nutrient soils, what actually happens is by putting fire at the right time, nice slow cool burns, as we apply that fire to country, we put nutrients like magnesiums and calciums back into the country, and that produces more plants, more food sources, more medicine. We have to do slow, cool burns on country, and we have to do those slow, cool burns on country. We've been told by our old people that we've got to walk with fire slowly and do cool burns, because we've got to make sure that the insects and all the ecology and the ecosystem is basically all kept intact. It's something that we're told that this is our kinship, this is our birthright. We must make sure that country is protected and that this is the right way to do it. If we were to do hot burns, they would get out of control and it would destroy all of our medicines and bush foods, and also, but not just that, the connection that we've all got to country, like as a community, as Wadandi people, the connection we have to different animals and plants, we would destroy that very kinship, what we were told we were here to protect. So it's always great when we do that. We walk with what we call jena barak. We walk with a naked foot, and we walk slowly across country, and we guide Kara, that birdie, on her pathway, and we guide her and try to get her to do that whilst walking slowly with her and ensuring none of the animals are hurt or harmed in the process of applying that fire to country. In the future, we'd love to see everybody working together as a community, from different organisations, from government and non-government organisations, but everybody helping each other out to protect country, to maintain that fire on country. As long as we protect country, as long as we're looking after country in the right way and doing it in the right manner, country always looks after us. The old people say that. They say, if we look after country, country will look after us. And that's true when applying fire to country as well.